Hi everyone, good to see you all tonight. Thank you Rosanna for putting this together, and thank you to all the speakers who came and shared with the good work that they're doing. My name is Andreas Karelas. I'm a member of the steering committee of the Local Clean Energy Alliance. And I'm also the founder and executive director of RE-volv. RE-volv is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to empower people to invest collectively in renewable energy. And so essentially what we're doing is raising a revolving fund for community solar installations, and we do that through grassroots fundraising. So really there's three sort of main kind of aspects of what we're trying to do, and they all kind of work together. So the first is empowering people that care about renewable energy, that want to see more solar, that don't feel like they really have much of a way of doing that. They don't feel like maybe they can't afford it for themselves, and they've tried different things, and they want to see something tangible that they can do. That they can say, I'm taking my $10, or I'm taking my $20, and I'm putting it into a project that's actually going to be putting solar into a community that I can see. And what's cool about the revolving fund is that, so we set up solar lease agreements with the communities that we serve, which are also nonprofit organizations. And the money that comes out of that solar lease and the money that's earned on that solar lease is reinvested into the next community and the next community. So this revolving fund, we don't have to pay back any donors, any lenders, because it's all through donations. And that money is then continually reinvested, continually growing, so eventually it becomes an escalating sort of scaling up model that grows very quickly. So this is actually a pretty, the numbers are actually going to be pretty big in terms of how much it can grow and how fast it can grow. But of course the last sort of pillar of the three is kind of one of the more important ones, and that's really about sort of planting a seed in the community for solar. One of the things that we see, I'm sure so many of us know and agree with, is that there's really a lot of misconceptions about solar out there. I tell people how great solar is, and how there's these solar leasing and PPAs, and that people could be going solar and saving money. And people are like, wait a minute, if this is the case, why isn't everybody doing it? And it's like, well, I don't know. I think part of it's a lot of misinformation, miscommunication, just different understandings that aren't really out there. So I think by us using this people-funded revolving fund, that we can sort of show demonstration projects in communities, hopefully starting in the Bay Area and eventually spreading, that we can reach the community members. And so the idea is to have sort of these events at the installation and during the fundraising phases that will help to educate customers, community members about solar energy, and try to help them to show them that this is possible and that you can do this too, and hopefully hook them up with local solar installers so that they can kind of kickstart that themselves. We're recently started. We founded last year, 2011. We're currently looking for communities to work with. We've been doing some proposals for some communities that the numbers are looking really good. We're essentially looking at being able to offer a 300% return to, and when I say return, I don't mean return to the donor, but return on the money that's going to be reinvested. So if you donate $10, by the time that solar lease is done on that first community project, it'll be $30 worth of money that's been invested in the next communities. So it really is this kind of dynamic model that a revolving fund can offer. And as a nonprofit, since we're not going to be giving money back to any investors or any financiers, all that money goes back into solar. So that's the idea. We have some literature outside, and we're looking for more people to sort of join us in this. And feel free to reach out to me at any point. Our website is www.revolv.org, so it's RE-volv.org. There's no E at the end. It's a common mistake we have, but RE-volv.org. And yeah, look forward to chatting with you.